Somebody, please stop the world. I want to get off. 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 Um, the lips is popping today with this little cherry thing. Had some CVS money. Decided to get some lip stuff. It's nice, and it's not like a lipstick. It's like a lip balm. I naturally got dark lips, you know. It's nice. It's cute. Anyway, stop the world. I want to get off. Earth is ghetto. Third rock from the sun. I want to get off. Kim Kardashian is man of the year. What kind of fuck shit is that? And one of the pictures is her in a men's suit eating a bag of Cheetos. Jeez. Your Jesus Christ. I can't. I can't. Is this the payback for when her stepdaddy got woman of the year and was a woman for 15 minutes? This got to be the payback. If this is the payback, then okay. We're going to get our lick back. Because y'all put that nigga bitch as woman of the year. And that nigga bitch was a woman for 17 and a half minutes and got woman of the year. And there was a woman that was 106 years old that was walking, went to the White House and lived through the tail end of slavery. And that bitch didn't get woman of the year. But Bruce, a.k.a. Stick It To You, Caitlyn Jenner, was woman of the year in a corset, looking like a boy in a dress. Oh, honey, you are not a drag queen. You are simply a boy in a dress. Noxema Jackson, and I quote, drag queen, you are a boy in a dress. Put that boy in a dress as woman of the year, but you got T.S. Madison that's been a trans woman for decades. You got even the problematic one that outed Chingy was a woman for decades. You put boy in a dress, Caitlyn Jenner, as woman of the year. Is this the lick back for Kim? Is this the lick back for us? Real cis. Y'all want to give us cis, give us a label, but we're not part of the alphabet community. But fine, give us the label. We all want to be included in y'all world. Is this the lick back for cis women? Y'all make him man of the year. And in other fuck shit news, Marlon Wayan's daughter comes out as a trans man. No, he got sons. I mean, now he got all sons. What do we do? What do we do? I don't believe for a second all of this is authentic. I don't. I think it's on trend. It's on brand. I know people use this word a lot, clout. And I feel like when black people say clout, it's like they should have never gave y'all niggas money in a dictionary. Clout and narcissists are overly used. But is this for clout, Marlon? Because your last few stand-ups were trash. Your TV show, Marlon, trash. Is this for clout? Is this for clout? Why? And I feel like, and I have the same sentiments as I do with gentle parenting and being an atheist. It's rooted in privilege. Let's be clear. Gentle parenting is rooted in privilege. You have to be of a certain financial status to gentle parent, because there's no way in hell you could gentle parent when you're trying to make ends meet and you've used all your frustration out on them white people. I mean, not frustration. You have used all of your patience. Sorry, you've used all of your patience out on them white people. And when you get home, you don't have no patience left. Right? Or you a CNA and you really want to smack the shit out of that racist white bitch, but you can't. So you ain't got nothing left to give for your kids when you get home. So you don't have any patience left to gentle parent. Gentle parenting is definitely rooted in financial status. Being an atheist also has some form of status, right? Because what keeps you going if your life isn't great is the thought of a booming, successful afterlife, right? That's what kept the slaves going. Oh, I'm just going to do my time here, and I'm going to do all the things I need to do here because there's something better waiting for me. But when you have a great life here on earth, you're like, I don't need to believe in nothing else. Like, I'm cool here. I'm cool here. Like, I'm good. Especially if you're white. No, I'm white in America and male. Nah, I'm just going, this is good for me. How great could it be? Right? Same thing here. I feel like my life is good. Like, I'm all right. I don't need to believe in anything better because it's great here. Right now, I'm fine. I'm content. I'm not, I don't want for nothing, right? Same thing with being trans. Long are the days when actual trans, mostly women and men, were getting back alley fucking silicone out of the Home Depot, corking injected in their ass, taking illegal hormones, driving to Tijuana, having back alley surgeries. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. Now your insurance is going to pay for your estrogen and your testosterone, which is funny because if you are a man, a heterosexual man, and your testosterone is low but still in the limits, and the limits range from like 200 and some change to 500. If you on the low end but you still within the range, your insurance company is not going to pay for you to get testosterone. But if I walked in to the same doctor's office and says I want to transition into a man, my insurance will pay for testosterone. Ain't that about a bitch? Right? But if you are a cisgender heterosexual man and you feel like shit because you got low T and you want to raise it up so you could feel better, because low testosterone is not only about sex drive, it's memory, it's sleeping, it's appetite, it's everything for a man. You have to pay for that shit out of pocket. But if I walk in and say, I don't want to be Nicole anymore, I want to be Nicholas, my insurance will pay for it. So now your insurance is now paying for you to become a man or become a woman. And quiet as it's kept, Medicare now, if you're over the age, is only paying for a pap smear and a mammogram every second year. And when you over that certain age, they don't even want to pay for mammograms or pap smears anymore. What is it, 75? Fuck it, just die, bitch. But if you want to transition, come on, we pay for that. So if you are a woman in your 70s and you need hormones and stuff, just say you want to be a man. Go get the hormones. Just say you want to be something else. And now you got people like I think Claudia Jordan said she was taking testosterone, and even Cher is taking testosterone now to boost sex drive and boost fat burning stuff. So I think now, transitioning now is rooted in privilege as well, because to have, because a lot of these people that are transitioning are not getting bottom surgery, as they call it. They're getting top surgery because taking out your breasts is fairly easy. And if you want to put them back in, putting in some implants is fairly easy as well. A lot of them are not getting bottom surgery. To get a penis, you literally have to hawk up your arm or your leg, take out the muscle, build a penis, put an apparatus in it to get hard. A lot of trans men are not getting bottom surgery. It's extremely invasive. But to be a woman is, from a man to a woman, is a lot easier. It's just pretty much all the parts are there. They're just cutting and folding and stitching. And you have to use some lube because it's not, the pussy can't get wet. So you have to use some kind of lube. But the other way around is extremely invasive. Like if you look up bottom surgery, or gender reassignment surgery from female to male. Look at the scars on these people's arms and legs to build a penis. It's crazy. It's horrible. It's like it's hard to look at. Even after it heals, it's hard to look at. But a lot of these women to men are not doing that because it is evasive. So they're just living their lives with the breasts out and taking the hormones and growing the facial hair, yada, yada, yada. But that's also rooted in privilege too, because one, you have to have the financial means or the health insurance to do so. And then you have to have employment or income that's not in the general society, because we are pretty much accepting of this. I'm not going to say bullshit because these are people's lives, but that's how I feel. We are accepting of this behavior for people of celebrity status. Because they're up there, right? You're a celebrity. You're not a regular schmegula degula girl from the Bronx. You are pretty much up there. So you naming your kids all kind of weird names is okay because they have access to money. They're not walking into a job with a resume trying to become an accountant. That's likely not going to happen. Blue Ivy is not walking into Merrill Lynch with her accounting degree from NYU to be a financial forensic auditor. That's never going to happen. None of the Kardashian West children are applying to be a teaching assistant in an inner city school in Los Angeles. That's not happening. So they could have these out there names. When y'all criticize the Brunkeishas and Lakeishas and Tawandas and all of these quote unquote black names, but actually have very French origins, right? The Luz is very French origins, but y'all, it's a black name. Somehow Tyrone and Jermaine became black names, but they are not. But anyway, you guys criticize these names and saying that they won't be able to get jobs, and then these celebrities are able to just give these kids these names because they're not working in your society. They will never be a part of your society. Their parents have garnered them generational wealth. They just interviewed North West to say that what she wants to be when she grows up is either a basketball player, but she's probably not. She's going to take over Skims and what's Kanye's brand? That one. That's what she said she's going to do. She's going to take over and work for her mom's company and her dad's company. Absolutely correct. That's what she's going to do. She's right. Billion-dollar companies. She is just going to take them over. Yes, she is. She is the firstborn. She will take them over. And she'll make them trillion-dollar companies. She could be named North. My daughter, I could be wrong, but I cannot leave her the legacy or Kim Kardashian and Kanye West has left their children. I cannot. Unless my sex tape goes viral, maybe, because Kim's sex tape was extremely boring and she made it. My sex tapes are just as boring. Maybe if me and my boo thing sex tape get out, maybe that'll make us famous, but I doubt it. So I am going to pass on a regular schmegula degula middle class life to my kids, and they have names that for all intensive purposes are okay looking on paper. Probably by the time they apply for jobs, ain't gonna be no more paper, but you know what I'm saying. So back to the privilege. I think a lot of it is coming out as far as these celebrity children, these children of celebrities, because the celebrities aren't transitioning. The children are transitioning. I think Charlize Theron has one. Uh, um, Madonna, does Madonna have a transy kid? The Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, their kid keeps flip flopping. Mariah Carey got a kid. A girl that wants to be non-binary. Um, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai said that she's raising her daughter to be genderless and gonna let her pick her gender. That's rooted in privilege and money, and I'm not even talking about white privilege. That is green privilege. It is definitely rooted in green privilege because those kids of the celebrities, they don't have to work in traditional employment. That's not a thing. Never. Even if they lose all their money, they are not working in traditional employment. They can, just on their name alone, they can sustain employment in the entertainment business where they could be whatever fucking gender they want or void of a gender. They could be whatever sexuality they want. They could be whatever name they want. We don't have that privilege. I and people like me don't have that green privilege. So that's why I believe it's a fad. Or the BPA that we have consumed and have passed on to our children, because the only way to get rid of BPA in your system is to pass it on to the fetus. So all of the BPA that we have consumed in the plastics that we have put into our children is having some sort of effect. Y'all scientist people need to do some research on that. Do some research on um the eating habits of the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s throughout the whole Tupperware movement where y'all were microwaving in Tupperware full of BPA. And then we done passed it on to our kids if that has something to do with the mental psyche of a trans person. Now, I don't believe that being gay is a mental illness. I don't, because there are animals that are gay. I don't think it's a mental thing. However, the changing of the genders, I think there's definitely something mental with that. It has to be, because sexuality, I think, is very fluid. I think it's the pleasure principle, right? You could get pleasure from whatever. If that's the case, then nobody would get pleasure from masturbation, right? So I think if you could rub up against a tree and get aroused. There's nerve endings that get triggered and fire off. So gender doesn't matter. I think sexuality is rooted in just the pleasure animalistic part, but changing your whole gender and having a vagina and wanting. Now, it's not talking about the bull dykes and the cross dresses and the drag queens, because all of that is social. Boys having short hair, girls having long hair, boys wearing blue, girls wearing pink. That is social. That is social, because 50 years ago, 60 years ago, boys pink was a male color. So all of that is social. Wearing wigs and lipstick and high heels. Men used to wear high heels. Men wear wigs. If you're in the UK and you become a lawyer, they throw on that white wig on you. And I love to see the black women become lawyers with the braids and the dreads, and they have that white curly fucking wig thrown on them. It's fucking hilarious. I don't think that's mental. But I think wanting to have a different body part than you were born with, yes, I think that's rooted in some kind of mental something. I'm not going to call it a defect. I just think it's different. You know how they say autistic people think, process, and learn differently? I do believe that. If you have a vagina and you want to have a penis, so much so that you hack up your body to make a penis, I think there is a different level of thinking, and I think maybe it's worth studying, right? Because I dressed like a boy in high school. What would be considered a boy? Big old t-shirts, big old pants, combat boots, hair in a bun, sports bra. Most of my time in high school. I did not do the cute short jackets where your booty was out and you're freezing. No, I dressed like a fucking lesbian because I was all about comfort. And one, I did not like male attention. I wanted to hide that body as much as possible. So I don't think dressing is a mental thing or how you present yourself. But the changing of the sex organs, now that needs to be studied. But anyway, I could 100% believe that Marlon Wayan's daughter, now son, is not going to get bottom surgery and not going to remove those breasts. Same as Demi Lovato. I'm he, they, them, he, she, back to them, back to he, back to she, back to them, back to this, back to that. You better keep up, because if you don't, you disrespecting me. Back to this, back to that, back to this, back to that, back to this, back to that. And it's yeah, that's how I feel about it. Anywho, Earth is ghetto. I want to get off. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Ha. You know the bullshit. I'm tired of bullshit. Everybody just wants attention. Why do we want attention so bad, people? Lord. Why do we want attention so bad? Let me tell you how much I don't want attention. One of my shorts are up to 269 views. You would think I'm happy. I'm mortified. Should I take it down? You trying to tell me 269 people don't watch this video about Greek Fest? Makes me uncomfortable. Okay, bye.